John Busby with the Culture Buzz, and joining me right now, it's a real privilege to be visiting with one of the great tenor saxophonists in the jazz world. And that's not just me talking. I, of course, would say it, but when you have all the pros from Dover, from coast to coast and around the world saying the same thing, you know that Ernie Krivda is one of the best. And thanks to our good friends Abe and Jackie Goldstein here, they say, look, you know, it's a lot easier. I can share with more friends if I bring these great jazz artists to Iowa. And that's what he has been doing. And what a treat for us, Ernie, to have you here in the heartland. This is like, I'm trying to remember, you were here before, weren't you?
I was here a couple of years ago.
Yes, because we
really
talked.
Looking forward to being there again. This is, and I keep telling everybody this is really a great place to go play. I mean, first, Abe and Jackie are just the greatest, and the audience for the music is just is so. They're well informed. They're ready. They're looking to hear something. And if you can throw down and deliver, they're going to be really there for you. It's my pleasure to be coming into Des Moines.
Oh, great! It's going to be great to have you back here. And folks, if anyone here within earshot has never been to a concert at Caspe Terrace, they're at the Waukee exit just west of the greater Des Moines area. You are in for a treat. I encourage you, this doesn't take much adventurism on your part, but be a cultural adventurer. The date you need to know is April 19th. It is this coming Tuesday, April 19th, 7:30 at Caspe Terrace in Waukee. If you want more information, Abe Goldstein is a very hands-on, direct contact kind of guy, and I'm going to mention this 2 or 3 times in the course of the conversation. Just call him. 515-279-6452. And as I like to say, as Abe will tell you too, he said, Jackie and I used to go to New York City and go to all these great artists and listen to them perform in New York City, but we realized it cost us a small fortune to go to New York City, and they thought it would be better spent just to bring the artists here and have a bunch of their friends join the fun and festivities. And I'm getting back to you now, Ernie, because I have to believe, because you've been in this business for over 5 decades, this is like how you love to do a concert, isn't it?
Well, first of all, I really do, because you see, it's entirely acoustic. There's no mics or anything, and it's a very intimate setting at this great venue. It's like very direct, and there's an intimacy about it. And see, I've never thought that this music, jazz, or would be best served by like an arena, and watching somebody on a big TV screen instead of somebody that's actually playing. So this is like, in my opinion, the way to listen to jazz. In a small, not too small, but a place where you and the music can really snuggle up, and be heard as it's unencumbered by a lot of technology or something.
I love it. Well, you're the kind of artist that impresses me as someone that doesn't get off the stage after performance and say, well, how many Twitter hits did I get? How's the merch sales going? Things like that. I mean, it's just the opposite, because you really, you already stated it. I didn't have to prompt you. You said, Jackie and Abe do such a great job of preparing their audiences. They bring in a very knowledgeable audience that just is keyed in and ready to accept what you as a musician are ready to deliver.
Well, they know what they're expecting to hear, or the kind of area, and they're jacked up to hear it. And like I say, if you just go and you deliver what you do, they're gonna be with you, and really appreciate playing for an audience like the one in Des Moines. And I take that back with me, and when I tell folks about it. And once again, I'm looking forward to it, as everybody in the group is.
Well, it's going to be great fun. Tell us about the whole setup. Who all is coming this time around? We're going to dig a little deeper in everything, but for someone who just says, I heard that name and I Googled it real fast, and I meant, oh my God, look, this guy we're having a superstar come here in this jazz world. Tell us what maybe someone new to you, which is kind of hard to believe, could come to expect with their first experience live with you, Ernie.
Well, in terms of what I do, I mean, I'm a old school player. I come from the tunes, although I write a lot of my own tunes as well. I compose, but I come from the tradition, and I've always thought that I think that my calling is to have a different take on the tradition of tenor saxophone playing, and that's what I will be coming to do. And we will be playing originals, and we will be playing great standards, and I will be bringing with me a combination of young and older. I will have returning with me Mr. Renel Gonzalez on drums, who is just somebody that can always enjoy to play with. He's the son of the great Paul Gonzalez, the tenor saxophonist from Duke Ellington fame. And I have also with me a couple of young guys this time, a young guitarist who actually is a former student of mine that has really come into his own. His name is Brent Hamker, and he's just playing marvelous. And he, unlike many young guitar players, he comes out of the tradition. I guess maybe studying with me had something to do with that. And another young musician, a bassist, Aidan Plank, who's a marvelous player, a wonderful soloist, and is very versatile, and has played in a lot of different jazz settings. And so I think this combination, I look forward to it, and I think everybody will really get a kick out of it.
Well, I know that the buzz is ratcheting up to almost fever pitch, but that delectable fever pitch that people like to experience. Ernie Krivda is coming. It's going to be a quartet performing jazz at Caspe Terrace. It's going to be happening Tuesday, April 19th, 7:30 p.m. To get tickets, just call Abe Goldstein directly, 515-279-6452. You touched on something there that I have to let you kind of expand on, because I have to believe this is almost as important to you as your own performing, and that is you're a teacher too, and you are passing on kind of the batons, not that you're leaving it out of your hands, you are still performing, but you are developing the next generations of jazz.
Well, teaching is extremely important to me, and the reason that I teach is kind of evolved over the years, and I think it's something that happens to many jazz players. First, when you start teaching, it's like it's because I need to make some more cash here, so how can I pick up a couple bucks? Maybe I'll just do this teaching thing. So you're teaching, but that's the way it starts out. Then after a while, you become very altruistic, and you think about things, lofty things, such as, the music has been really good to me, and I feel that I'm giving something back to the music, and you have that kind of frame of reference. But if you do it long enough, you realize that as much as they need you, you need them, because what you're dealing with is growth energy. And if you expect to be a player and continue playing, as you get older, you're going to have to be part of that growth energy. And so the way I see it now is that my students understand that we're all actually on this same journey. We're all doing the same thing. We're all growing in this music, and that's the way I look at it. And I maybe have done it a little longer, but I am doing the same thing you are doing. And so that helps the communication, and it also helps me as a performer. it contributes to my growth. And I hope to continue to be growing as a musician.
Well, and
however many decades.
give you several more. I will say this. I think with all the different genre of artists that I've interviewed, jazz performers seem to be the most long-lived.
Well, first of all, it's a music that is a mature music to be played for mature people. We don't do oldies tours and things like that because we're moving.
I just had a Beach Boys flash through my head. Just forget that, okay? I'm sorry.
All right, but that's, yes. There's a limitation, and actually, I tell some of my students that are, and there are more of them that come from that kind of background, that if you can keep if a jazz musician can keep his health, he could continue to grow and keep becoming more so and more so, growing in perspective and an ability to communicate. And yes, I think so. I believe what you're saying is true.
And I think you really hit upon something that my observation and my great appreciation is that you are on a lifelong arc of continued learning. I mean, you keep delving deeper into the craft. Through your students develop into peers, but on kind of different planes that dovetail together very nicely. But that's really it. You're still on that kind of learning arc. There's almost something Zen-like about this journey.
Absolutely. There's no question about it. If you're not growing, you're regressing. There's no just staying there. And you need to be in motion. You need to be moving, and your perspective needs to be in motion, and growing, and your awareness needs to be growing, and so it's good. It's good to be around people that do that. I mean, young people, sometimes they don't know what it is that they're doing. But they know one thing: they want to get better. They're looking to grow.
Yep.
That's what it is, and so you want to be around that. And that is helpful because you want to partake in that kind of energy.
Well, there you are, folks. You heard it from the leader of this quartet, coming to Caspe Terrace on the 19th of April. 7:30 is the time. For tickets, give our good friend Abe Goldstein a call, 515-279-6452. And what a sublime rest point in this lifelong journey Ernie Krivda will take you on. It's going to be a meeting of Ernie, the quartet there, and you, and this will be that rare moment of meeting. And it's going to be a sublime experience, as I said. The Waukee Fine Arts people are going to be there to do a post-show reception. You'll get a chance to meet Ernie and the rest of his quartet. And it's going to be a great night. If you want more information, I do encourage you. This is a man with dozens of albums to his credit, and so if you want to start really building up a good collection, go to erniekrivda.com. That's his website, and learn more about this great artist before you get your tickets to Tuesday's concert at Caspe Terrace on the 19th.
And John, with that frame of reference in mind,
yes,
I will be bringing with me my new CD, which is Requiem for a Jazz Lady. We'll be actually doing a number of tunes from that album. We will be celebrating some of the music from that CD, and I will have that there available to the folks. I do this because I care about them. I
love it.
So I do have.
I am grinning.
That recording with me, and I will be there. I've been practicing my autograph, so I'm ready. I'm ready if they need it.
I am grinning like a 10-year-old at Christmas time, knowing I'm going to get that Red Ryder BB gun finally. Ernie Krivda, it is an honor to visit with you. I look forward to your return to Iowa, as do many, many other people. And thank you, Abe and Jackie Goldstein, for making this happen. For tickets, folks, call 515-279-6452 or just email Abe at trilixgroup.com. But by all means, join the real party. It's going to be happening at Caspe Terrace on Tuesday, April 19th at 7:30 p.m., and you will be able to get Ernie Krivda's new album, and he has already practiced his signatures, so he's going to autograph it for you. Ernie, thank you so much. Travel safely.
Hey, thank you.
Talk to you later.